Hi everybody, this is Iftach from Skinnerbox, and today I'd like to show you how to create a feedback-based synthesizer. Just a word of warning, feedback can be a dangerous thing if you don't treat it properly, so please do not do this tutorial with headphones and just make sure you follow the steps. If you don't feel comfortable with this, you can also just download the live set at the link below. This should solve most of the problems. Either way, we remove responsibility from any damage or cats going wild due to this adventurous tutorial. So as you can see here, I've loaded a sample of a 909 rimshot into a simpler. Simpler is set up to play a tiny fraction of the sample, creating an impulse, and this impulse is going to be the source of our feedback synthesizer. Audio 2 is set to send audio to sends only, in this case to our 10 channel with a limiter on it. Now we're going to create another audio track and route the audio input from the return channel and the audio output to sends only. And this channel is actually creating the feedback loop. For the sake of clarity, we're going to call it processor because this is where sound processing will take place, and also rename the first track to generator. What we're going to do now is add another audio track and route the audio input from the processor channel, and this is going to serve as the main volume of our synthesizer. Set the monitoring state to input as well in the processor channel and take the volume down a bit. Finally, we're going to name this channel out. Now we're going to hit play and turn the send amount of the generator channel to maximum, so you can hear a very charming impulse. Now we're going to do the same on the processor channel, and as you can hear, we already achieved some sort of basic feedback tonality. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to load an audio effect track into the processor channel and insert a limiter and utility into it. Now we're going to map the first macro of the rack to control the gain of the utility and set the range from 0 to 1. Now we're going to hit play again and push the gain slowly up. Okay, so far it's kind of boring, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add a frequency shifter and an EQ8 into the rack. All pre-limiter post-gain, of course. And we're going to map the second macro to the dry wet of the frequency shifter, and the third and the fourth macro to the frequency and resonance of the fourth band of the EQ8, respectively. Choose a high cut slope and set the resonance range from 0 to 1. The reason to use a limited range is that while dealing with feedback, even the most subtle changes will usually produce very dramatic results. So now we're going to hit play again and play with the parameters of the frequency shifter. Let the feedback slowly build and create very interesting textures. So this is a great way to create some very interesting noisy textures. And what we're going to do next is add some tonality to our synth. So basically the possibility to control it via MIDI notes. And how are we going to do that? We're going to add a simple delay to the processor track, set it to link, time, and set the dry wet to 100%. Now we're going to add a Max for Live stock device called expression control, and we're going to put it on the generator channel. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to map the key track to the delay time, so the pitch of the MIDI notes will change the delay time, and set the range to minimum of 10 and maximum of 0. Now these settings control the overall tonality of the device, so feel free to play with them to create some interesting microtonal scales. So now we're going to hit play again. And as you can see, this sudden pitch change is caused by the delay time changes. The idea behind this tutorial is to show you how to use Ableton Live in an unorthodox way, for example as a modular sound generator. So of course you can add as much effects as you would like and create even more sonic possibilities to the processor chain. Thank you very much for watching, we really hope that you enjoyed it. Take care and goodbye.